You went on to have a successful radio show, a modeling career. You're an amazing actress. Yet you talk about being so lonely that you attempted suicide. How could someone who, it's so hard for people to think, wow, but she seemed like, she was so successful and she had this fantastic show and all this kind of stuff, yet they felt so lonely. How was that, Jamila?
Oh, because mental illness can just reach anyone. That's why it's so important for those of us who have the stuff that people are told will make them happy. It's so
Mm,
important for us to say when we aren't actually happy, because none of this shit will make you happy. The parties, the lifestyle that you're sold on Instagram, people sit there and they don't go and get help in the form of medication or therapy, or they don't change their life circumstances, even in just little ways like removing yourself from a toxic family member or a toxic lover or whatever. They don't go and get everyday help that could massively transform their lives, because they've been tricked into thinking that, oh, if you get that car, if you have this hair, if you
mm.
look younger, if you look thinner, if you go to this hotel and eat on this balcony wearing this dress, then you'll be happy. If you become
It's
famous,
so
then you'll be
true.
happy. And so we've been deliberately told that to keep striving for these things that anthropologically don't mean anything to us. We don't
Yes.
have any kind of system in our brain that actually cares. Like, I've spoken to so many people now. I've won a fair amount of awards, but I've spoken to people who've won much bigger awards than I have, including my own boyfriend who won a Grammy last year or year before. And none of us feel anything. You win that award, you stand there, everyone's clapping at you. And the reason they have to get so fucking shit faced is to try to feel something, because you
Mm,
don't feel anything. Success doesn't feel like anything. The one thing is irrefutable is that money helps. Money gives you access to therapy. Money gives you access to an easier life. It's an absence of stress.
yes.
So I will not deny that the more privileged have an easier go at not being mentally ill. But mental illness can come at you no matter who you are, what you're doing, what you look like, who you're surrounded by. I was manically depressed. I was suicidal. I was traumatized by my childhood, and it was all surfacing. And if anything, when you are privileged, I think you sometimes feel even worse, because you're like, well, I have
Yes.
objectively nothing to worry about. I have all these beautiful dresses. I get to go to all these amazing places. I have money. I have,
Mm,
a glamorous life. How dare I be depressed? So I didn't seek help because I didn't think I had the right to feel sad.
yeah.
And that sent me into a deeper and deeper hole. And then on top of that, this industry preys on young artists. You have managers and agents and publicists who don't give a fuck about you normally, and they just want you to keep going and milking you. And as a woman, you're told you have a sprint, not a marathon. So it's like, you better make the most of this moment. Don't take a day off. Don't miss anything. There's only one spot. Men
Yeah.
can have 1,000 spots, but there's only one spot for a woman. And if you leave it, someone else is going to take it. So you just get panicked and fear mongered. I was sleep deprived. I hadn't eaten in fucking years. Like, I was miserable. I had a dysfunctional relationship with my family. And then I was being photographed all the time, like
Yes.
hounded by paparazzi. And so I couldn't go for a fucking walk by myself, just have a cry. I couldn't open up to many friends because I didn't want these things to get out there because I was famous. So, world's smallest fucking violin, especially after last year. But I'm just explaining how
No, it's so
important it
interesting.
is for young people who look up to and aspire towards fame and, the life of an it girl or someone fabulous and fashionable. I know a lot of the most successful people in the world, and they are all fucking miserable.
I know.
And so don't aspire to that. Don't hold that up as I'll be happy when. Try to
Yes.
be happy now with the
Mm,
things that you have access to, which is the right friends, getting rid of the wrong friends, eating the right
yes.
foods, getting rid of the wrong detox products, unfollowing the people that make you feel like shit on social media. These things can make an immediate difference in your life. Go get those meds. Don't feel like you're broken. Don't feel like
Yes.
you're just treating the symptom, not the cause. Sometimes you need to treat the symptom in order to be able to find the fucking cause. Go stop spending money on cellulite cream. It doesn't do anything. And who cares? Don't spend your money on, like, things to fix what's never broken on your body. Spend that money on therapy if you can access it.
Yes.
But work towards happiness now, because it isn't going to come with the right car or the right hair or the right bone structure.